was the last time that we just did this. Hopefully we can actually have some more people that join in. To all the spammers, to everybody. We want them all in today. All in. It helps and it pats and it stats the views, y'all. Helps us out a lot. It really, really does. We appreciate it whenever people come in, stop by, drop a comment, drop a like, drop a heart, drop whatever else they're dropping. We love that. We appreciate that. Yes, there we go. Our little shadows. Love that. But yeah, y'all, there we go. There we go. Let's see here. Let's see. Doesn't show anything. Annie, there we go. All right, cool. It looks like it's working. What's up, Annie? Annie says hi. Annie says hi. What's good, Annie? How are we doing? See that you're the first one up in this stream. We appreciate that. Our last one just didn't work out because we were literally trying to fix that up and it just was not working. So there we go. We at least had that one going. There we go. Bobby says, hi, bro. What's good? There we go. It says, how are you doing? We made it again. We made it again. I'm not going to lie. I just got done playing basketball over in my hometown, home city with my man Preston. And that was a blast. He absolutely cooked and torched me, which was unfavorably amazing. Yo, Julie Smith, what's good? Julie Smith says, hi, how are you doing today? There we go. Now we're getting some comments in, y'all. I wonder if we'll break 900 this chat. I wonder if we'll break 900 subscribers. That would be insane. I think I would lose my mind if that happened. It says I'm doing good. It says the weather looks amazing on the live. That didn't work out. Yes, that's because it absolutely was. Like crisp, nice 60-degree weather. It was beautiful outside. Oh my gosh. Like every Texan's dream came true. How did the basketball go? I'm not going to lie. Like I said, I got torched. I lost big time. It says, hey, I'm here. We love that, Kens. We appreciate you joining in again because the other live didn't work out. It says, sorry, I was taking my dog outside. You're good. We love the dogs. Our wonderful, great best friends. Our furry best friends. And no, I'm not talking about your human ones either. I'm talking about your legit furry best friends. But yes. Yeah, it says I'm getting hated on because I'm talking to you. People, I know. People are so... People are people. Let them talk, y'all. Let them talk. Look. Let's see here. It says it was sunny but cold after the storm we had on Tuesday. Right. G-Man says, lol, we love that. What's good, bro? What's good, my guy? And then it says, hi, my sweet friend. What's good, Julie? What is good, Julie? And I'm sorry, Kens, that you're getting hated on. That sucks. That really does suck. I'm sorry to hear that for you. Yo, Mia. Mia says, hi, what's good? Doug the Fly says, miavu. I don't know what that is, but okay. It says 125 subscribers more before you hit 1K. I know. That's what's crazy, y'all. And I appreciate that. That's unreal. It says, I made it. Yes, you did, Preston. Yes, you did. She said it's whatever. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. It says, what are my plans for today? Let's see. Leafy says, can you make me a mod? I cannot. It says, haters mad because they ain't us. That's right. That's right. And my plans for the day, I already did them. I went to the park. I played basketball. I got my hair cut like I told y'all I was going to do. Also, you know, it just is what it is. It says, bro, what's your business? What you mean, what's my business, bro? What you talking about? What's good, officials? But it says, bro, what's your business? I don't know what you mean by what's my business, bro. My business is just me minding my own business. Ha! Oh, source of income? Walmart. I work at Walmart full time. It says, Swear I saw you in everyone's live today. That's crazy. It says, I like your haircut. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's my main income of source of supply right now is Walmart, working there full time. But yeah, here's the drawing again, y'all. Just adding in some shadows now. Having fun with that. It says, how was your day? My day was actually great. It was super busy though. Like I said, got my hair cut, got everything all done up with and everything. It was phenomenal. Then we went over there and we went to the park and then we just did that. But yeah, it was fun. It says, yo, what's up? It's me again. What's good, Eden? How are we doing? Says Kenja. It says, you're very welcome at any time. Greeky, yo, says, hi, what's good? Says, also thought I seen you. There you go. Says, I like it. Appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. It says, what are you going to do with that picture? I don't know, honestly. It says, have you been in Ari's live? Ooh. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this picture. I'm probably going to hang it up or something. Not really. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. I wish I had the slightest of clue what I was going to do with this picture, but I really have no idea. But it says, yeah, it says, then I know you. Uh-oh. It says, good, thanks for asking. Absolutely. It says, thanks. It says, Ari's my best friend. I'm always in her live. It says, picture looks sweet. Appreciate that, bro. And it says, how have you been? I've been doing good. I've been doing really good. It says, I guess I also know you. There you go. It's good when people know each other in the chat. That's cool. Let's see. It says, I subscribe her. There you go. While you're on this channel, you might as well subscribe to me too. Just throwing that out there, guys. And it says, yeah. It says, yeah, I love Ari. It says, she's 12, right? It says, no, Ari is 17. I wish I had the blessed genes to be a 17-year-old who looked like a 12-year-old. Although I don't know if I'd really count that as a compliment. Maybe when I'm in my 30s and I look like I'm 18, then sure. It says, I'm watching live while casually driving. We love that, bro. It says, oh, someone was saying when I asked. Oh, I got you. Makes sense. It says, I'm in a car, not driving low. Nice. We love that for you, too. But yes, y'all, I would love to hit 900. That'd be so awesome. It says, yeah, people keep making fun of her face like it's not funny. It's really not. Why would people make fun of somebody else's face? Like, that's actually not cool. Like, straight up, that's actually not cool. Hey, I don't believe in that. I think that's pretty dumb to be doing that kind of stuff. So, yeah, this is true. Yo, M. Morazi. What's good, bro? Says 1. I love this being your first time in chat. Appreciate you joining in, bro. If you're new, what I like to do is I simply like to read everybody's comments. And after I read everyone's comments, I do some YouTube shorts too. And I'm trying my best to get road to 1K, y'all. We are almost there. We are almost there. It says, bro, your forehead is wide a little. I know, bro. All the way wide. I know. It says, like, you see her face right just because she don't have a perfect face and the other side is not perfect. It's whatever. Don't mean you hate God's creation is beautiful. Right. She's made the way God made her to let her be. Exactly. That's true. That's true. It says, yo, more cats. What she mean, more cats, bro? What? Bro just said more cats. Just randomly said more cats. We love that. It says, oh, I see. Megamind, where you been? No joke. For real. For real. Everybody be calling me Megamind. Apparently, I've been hiding in the shadows. It says, oh, I see. It says, I really like your profile picture. It says, thank you. We love that, y'all. It's awesome. We love the positivity up in here. That's pretty sweet. We don't like negative comebacks or feedbacks or whatever. Unless it's for me roasting me, then that's cool. It says, Kins, well, where was she from? Yay, guys. Look at that. I finished up my shadow drawing with that. Yay. There we go. Says I met someone online. Ooh, that was so close to being a fail. It says I met someone online who likes the same two bands I do, and they recognize me from a stream, and one when I posted the community, and the other band. Nice. Yay. She says yay. Says sending the forehead to the dark web. Go right ahead. It says standing with the crowd is easy. It takes courage to stand alone. Ignore the ignorance. Hi, Brandon. What's good, Jason? Appreciate that comment, bro. Says she's from USA. Says Diddy Jacob. No. It says yeah, I knew. It says if you're new, Brandon is 19 from Texas, not gay. New reads every comment. Let's see here. Out. Please show your support by liking and subscribing. I appreciate that. It says it. Yo, if you know, you know. It says, hey, Brandon, what's up? It says, someone was saying she's from the USA. Nice. It says, not gay. Right. Definitely not. Definitely not, y'all. There would be a huge problem if I was. I would say I'm mental if that was the case, but thank God I'm not. Says straight facts about standing alone. For real. I agree to that. It says, dang. How did you get a second chatter? Second chatter. Oh, I don't know, bro. I have no idea. It says me and her from North Carolina. There you go. It says, who is Bobby Curley? Oh, Bobby's a great one. He was the other one. He was the Dan one. It says being kind is bad nowadays. No joke. For no reason. For no reason, dude. You get such misinterpretation from just being kind to somebody. Like somebody's gonna call you a raging pedophile. Like it's actually insane. Jason got that thumbs up with the 4 stars. We love that. It says, how did I get the second place in the chat scores? Is what I mean. Oh, you just keep on commenting and commenting, which is awesome. Toji says, remember me? Always asking if I remember her. Yes, I remember you. It says, first of all, people are hating on me for talking to a 19-year-old. Other people hating on me for talking to an 18-year-old. And then somebody else is making fun of me for talking to a 17-year-old. Yeah, you can't win for losing. For real, you can't win for losing. It says, I have a really busy day tomorrow and I need to get up early, so I need to go to sleep. Now you guys, see you in the next live. Have a good day, everyone. You too. You too, Annie. Thank you so much for joining the live. I appreciate that. This is like, one is a boy and the other two is a girl. Like, holy crap, leave me alone. For real. It says, I am a 16-year-old. Uh-oh. Here we go. It's going to go 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. It's going to be crazy. It says, I'm 17 soon in March. Y'all. I'll be 20, y'all, in February. I will be 20 in February. Snatchy, what's good, bro? Says, I have returned. What is good, my guy? I see you made it in. Appreciate you joining in, bro. It says, me and April be 17. Nice. So that's 13? Let's see. So be think or so. I think I'm youngest in chat. No, you're not, bro. I have 8 and 9-year-olds in this chat, bro. You are not the youngest by a long shot. It says, oh God, don't let Jacob know that you're turning 20 soon. OMG, I wouldn't mind letting him know. Stupid dude. It says April what? It says finally I made it to your live. You know how long I've been trying to come finally? Nice. Appreciate it. It says, oh yeah, it says I'm gonna be 20 on February 4th. It says Jacob, I saw him in chat. Bro, he can be in chat all he wants, I don't care. It says I'm gonna be 20 in April 21st. We love that. Yo, I'm Chill TV 6'7". I hate saying that, but there it is. Says, hi, what's good, bro? First time in the stream and chat. Thank you so much for joining in. We appreciate you joining in. Let's see here. Jason says, Brayden, work on the things people can't take away from you. Your body, your skills, your mindset, your character, your knowledge, your work ethic. This is how you become unstoppable. And that is the hardcore truth. I appreciate that again. It says, this is what day in April. It says, hey, Jaquin. Oh, yeah, that's the name you want to call me. Yeah, what's good, bro? What's good? It says, me in 22nd. Nice. It says, my friend will be 14, April 29th. We love that. My great friend, too, will also be turning 19. He'll be 19 April 30th. Let's see here. It says, bro, I feel old. I have the pains of the ancient fossils. Nice. Let's see here. It says, mine's 22nd of April. It says, no, it's Batty Brandon. God. Yeah, guys. Batty Brandon. Yeah, some of y'all be coming up with some of the most unique names. I'm not going to lie. I actually took that pinned comment that I gave you, and I put that as my Call of Duty. Yeah, lag. I know, lag. I know I don't have good reception back here. But like I was saying, I have it to where on my Call of Duty, it's literally Batty B. I'm not even joking. It says lag. Let's see. It says Batty B. Brandon, a.k.a. Batty Quan. Okay. It says, hey, what does Batty mean? I really don't know. It says, bro, your lives are so fun. Also, I'm a linguistic, and I made my own language. Oh, gosh, help us, Lord. David says, Brandon, what's good, bro? Says, you did? Yeah, I really did. I actually did. It's Batty. Hang on, it's Batty B. Yeah, Batty B 2026 is what it is. That is literally my Call of Duty username. And it says, oh, what's good, brother? I'm so happy today. Y'all, Lewis, we love when people are happy. What's good, bro? Thank you for joining the live again, man. We appreciate that. Bro, don't even get me started on sass, bro. So Sassy Brandon is insane. It says, hey, Lewis, welcome. It says, what does Batty mean? It says, Zaquan, have I ever dated a black woman? No, I have not. It says, OMG, love it. It says, I don't really know, Lo. If I'm being honest with you, I really don't know either. I have no idea what it means. It says, my brother is completely done at the hospital now. Yes, to that we say well done. Well done to that, my man. It says, yeah, it says, I'm going to ask some questions because I'm bored. Go right ahead. I'm cool with questions, y'all. It keeps the chat going. Yo, it says, Brandon is great. Love that. Yo, Mello says, yo, what's good? How are we doing? Made it into another live. Thank you so much for joining in. Says, thanks. Says, let's go. It says, what's my favorite color? Favorite color is navy blue or nice baby blue. It's great. It says, nice golden hairs, bro. Appreciate that. If you're talking about this right here. It says, Chinese Brandon. That's crazy. It says, what's my favorite food? Anything with cheese in it, if I'm being so honest with you. It says, what's my favorite song? My favorite song has got to be Great Jehovah by Indiana Bible College. Love that song. It says, Brandon, it's me, Xander. I just changed my @ That's right, you did. I remember that. Thank you so much for the reminder, Xander. It says, bro, same. It says, favorite movie's got to be Home Alone. Home Alone has got to be my favorite one. Love Home Alone. It says, navy blue is my favorite too. It says, Brandy Brando. Okay, that's new. Let's see here. It says, can we please keep the chat filled with friendly vibes and then keep the spamming the amazing mods with put you in timeout? It says, wait, Jehovah? Yeah, Great Jehovah. Great Jehovah is what it's called. Bro didn't lock his sister. What? No, definitely not. Let's see here. It says, when are you planning to get married? In a few years from now, if I'm being honest with you. Like, honestly, y'all, I'm single right now. That's what I'm saying. I'm literally single right now. I don't have anybody that I'm talking to. I don't have anyone yet. Like, none of that at all. Like, none of that at all. It says, when am I planning on getting a girlfriend? Hopefully, if everything works out within like a year and a half or so. Like, honestly, I'm not in a rush for it, guys. Let's be so for real. It says, what's Great Jehovah about? Go listen to the song, bro. It's really good. It talks about how God reigns and everything like that. It's a good song, dude. You'll definitely love it. And towards the end, it has a great kick at the end. It has a good bass drop. Go check it out. It's really good. It says, what happened to that Haley girl? If you don't mind me asking. Haley? Haley girl. No, I remember having a girl named... Like, I remember a girl named Maddie, but that's about it. It says, yeah, to be honest, and she wasn't even mine to begin with. Let's hear it says, yeah, to be honest, you can't trust anyone. Either they have a roster or while they're talking to someone else, they're talking to you. Exactly. Exactly. It says you should watch Trained Planes and Automobiles. It is hilarious and it's like $2 on Amazon Prime videos. Nice. It says, which great Jehovah? There's two different artists by Indiana Bible College. Great artist. It says, bro, I have a girlfriend, but I don't know. That's what I'm saying, y'all. It's crazy. It says, yo, I crashed my motorbike and now I'm in the hospital. Yo, that's actually a bummer, dude. That is actually terrible, Tyler. Oh my gosh. It says, bro, be safe. You too, man. Yo, Prince says, sup, bro. What's good, Prince? How we doing, man? Y'all, if y'all are new, go check out Prince's channel, dude. Go check him out. Seriously. Drop a subscription to him. Me and him are trying to get to 1,000, and both me and him are super close. We aren't racing or anything, but we are super close. Dude has 902. Go subscribe to him. It says, Tyler, hope you're okay. Definitely says, hi, Prince. Says, thanks. Says, hey, Bobby. This says, broke my ankles. Not that bad. Yikes. Gorebox says, hello. What's good, Gorebox? It says, but I also hit my head. Yikes. It says, I have a boyfriend, but... It says, I have a boyfriend, but I know how long it's going to last. Or I don't know how long it's going to last. He's sweet. And all about think he's talking to someone named Maddie and Ellie, but I don't know. Someone said he is. Yikes. Says, so I had to stay. Yikes, bro. Says, I hope we last. I hope for your sake, I hope that y'all last two, Kins. I really do. Says, Bushy Brandon, nice. It says, hi, I'm back. What's up, Rebecca? Says, bro, I know, Tyler, you care more about the bike than yourself. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Hi, Rebecca. It says, it's my birthday tomorrow. I'm going to be 12. Happy early birthday to you. It says, by the way, Gorebox is a game. Love that. It says, have I ever heard of Jehovah's Witnesses? Yes, I have. Bro says, bye. It says, sorry, my autocorrect is so bad. You're good. Oh, yeah, far right creeper. Yeah, that matches the name of Jacob right there. Far match creeper. Let's see here. It says, Beans Brandon. It says, have I ever heard of Dance Moms? Yes, I've heard of Dance Moms. It says, I will not have a girlfriend before 15. I don't blame you. And then this one's going to go right here. I love how they keep on going for Jacob. Like, these people are so dumb. And let's see here, 25. Here we go. Let me do this right here. Watch this, y'all. This is going to be our deal. Yeah, harassment. There. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Good. Let's see here. There we go. It says, turn off cap locks, right? It says, happy early birthday. It says, my big bro is gay. Okay. Let's see here. It says, hit the like and subscribe, hit the notifications and share, double tap. Yes. The screen. Boom. Now that is going to be a replace pinned message real quick. It says, Brendan, I'm an editor and I made an edit of you. Can you react to it? It's very good. Yeah, just tag me in it. Yeah, please be sure to tag me in it. Simply go at Brandon Appel, like my username for my deal, and then go that way. It says, opinion on Jehovah's Witnesses, just asking us. A lot of people don't like them. Yeah, I don't like them either. Okay, Pastor, whatever, bruh. You're getting out of here too, because I know how you were the last time. Just laughing. It says, guys, stop with the spamming or you get timed out. It says, K. It says, okay, can you now? I mean, right now I can't because I'm live, but I mean, yes, I will definitely be sure to check it out. If you make sure to put, like, you put it in the title, like whatever title name you want to put it, and then simply go and then write at Brandon Appel 7760, and then you'll be good. It says, why don't you shut up? Why don't you scroll on to the next live? And I have a job, you bum sucker. I have a job. There we go. This is what's popping tonight, Brando. What's good, Joseph? How are we doing today, bro? How are we doing today, my guy? Hopefully you're over here enjoying your time. It says Brandon does have a job. Exactly. I have a full-time job actually at that. I'm not like a troll who just goes and doesn't have anything better to do with their life except comment. It says, hey, is Vinay, what's good, Vinay? It says, haters mad because they ain't us. Exactly. It says, all good, homie. All good. It says, can you wave your hand, please? Yeah. Let's see here. It says, I've come from Jacob. And by the way, Brandon, what's up, bro? It says, what's your job? Oh, I'm simply like a team lead without being a team lead. It says, OMG, Jude, get out. It says, I love all your enthusiasm. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. It says, may I ask why? Sorry if it seems like I'm prying. I just learned about people's interests and dislikes. Why I don't like them? I mean, I like the fact that they go to door and they knock on people's doors and they like spread the gospel that way. That's pretty cool. That takes some iron guts, but other than that, I just don't like them. It says, Team Brennan out of here. Cool, bro. You can leave. Don't make me no difference. Chris, cool. Yeah. I just don't pay any mind to these people anymore. If I'm being honest with you. He's just giving me views. It says, hey, I'm back. It says, Jacob is a loser and don't have a job and he has nothing better to do. Yeah. All he can do is bother other people and hate on them. Exactly. It says, POV's Brendan's mine. It says, you good to me? Me good. You bad to me? Oh. I'll be your nightmare. Exactly. Yo, Meep Game says, sup, what's good, bro? James says, I'm gay, Brandon. Cool. Cool, glad for you, I guess. Let's see, do I like to go fishing? Yes, I like to red drum fish. It's actually fun. It says, congratulations, James. I love that, y'all. I love some sarcasm. Sarcasm's fun, y'all. Sarcasm's absolutely a blast. Sarcasm is so much fun. It says fishing is fun. Fishing is fun, especially with that. It says, congrats, James. I mean, we know you're joking, but yeah. Yeah, congrats, bro. Sure. We'll go with that. Congrats, bro. We'll give it to you. This is, have I tried meats, Brandon? I don't even know what that is. What is that? Let's see here. It says, do I like to go to the car wash or not? That's actually a good question. Believe it or not, no, I usually don't. I usually don't. Let's see what this guy has to say. No, don't delete him. Don't delete him. I want to see what he says. He says, yo, bro, what is that Jacob guy saying? You are in the right. Was in the news. Oh, really? Well, yeah, I'm in the right, bro. I'm not doing anything wrong. It says, I wonder why my water is green. That's a good question, bro. It says, bro, see, Brandon, I'm telling you. When you get hate, it means you're growing wider and wider. More hate equals becoming more viral. Exactly. It says, can you learn how to spell, please? Oh, gee, like for real, y'all. Like, gosh, did your grammar teacher not help y'all? Some of them are cooked, like royally cooked and toasted. Is a UK Cordall? I don't even know what any of that is, my brother, if I'm being honest with you. Says, I'm not hating, I'm on your side. Oh, I appreciate that, bro. Well, I mean, people are going to come on my channel, okay? They're going to see that post that he made. They're going to come on my channel. They're going to see that I don't do that kind of stuff anyways. They're going to see that I just read chat comments and go about my business. So, I mean, hey, he's just giving me more people to subscribe. By the way, hit the subscribe button, y'all. I'd really appreciate that. If that's one thing that I broadcast often, it's hitting the subscribe button. It says, how long am I streaming today? And that's a good question. I'm not sure. Probably won't be too long. Let's see. Another one bites the gibberish, right? It says, what's your favorite fishing stuff? I like that like worm bait stuff. That's like the fake one that you throw out. That's a good one. It says, yo, it's me the last time. What's up? What's good? How are we doing? Made it in for the last one. Says, yo, what's up? I am back. We appreciate that. Says, like, Gen Z might be stupid in the brains, but we feel bad for the little kids now. They're going to be way worse, not going to lie. For real. For real. Yeah, it says, bro. It says, already subbed, and I appreciate that, Greeky. Thank you so much, bro. Says, I thought you were like that. Then I saw that you were a normal guy who was chill. Can we shout out this dude? Thank you so much, JR the GOAT. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm so glad that you came to that conclusion, bro. Thank you so much. Shout outs to you, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It says, I gotta go already. Bye, see you tomorrow. Alright, bro. It says, I am Gen Z. It says, bro, honestly, the amount of times those haters have just come and hate just proves to show how ugly the haters' lives is for real. SpongeBob SquarePants, we love that. Do it for Dale. Thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. It says, if you are new, come in and say hello, and Brandon will read your comment. He's a respectful young lad, and I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. It says, the green water has some colorful flakes shining in the light, random colors and red and that. Let's see, I wonder if algae or biofilm is here. Most likely. It says, JR the GOAT facts. It says, but Gen Z has no common sense. That's true. It says, biases. I mean, brother, you're a great guy. I appreciate that. It says, I start hating on Jacob. Wouldn't that be so awesome, y'all? To get the people from his side to come watch my channel, see that I'm a chill dude, then flip around, be on my side, and then that would be crazy. That would just be so hilarious. I would laugh so hard, y'all. Like, bro would learn to, like, actually not and literally go and change it and then get it to where he would literally take that video down. Like, that would be so funny. I would laugh so hard. It says, I am Gen Z. It says, technically we have common sense. Yeah. It says, but maybe not a lot. That's true. It says, yeah, we do. I don't. Some people don't. That's true. It says, why aren't you Gen Z, Brandon? I am Gen Z. I just don't like to associate with y'all. Gosh. Because we do some of the stupidest things, bro. I'm telling you. It says, I really don't have common sense. Let's see here. It says, haters' life is so ugly that they eat dust for breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, and midnight snack. Oh, yeah. It says, he was lying. What was Jacob saying? I have no idea, bro. Jacob was saying I'm a pedophile or whatever, but hey, he can say what he wants to say, bro. Let's see. Gamer Kid says, yo, what's good, bro? Says, true, some Gen Zs are too smart, even outclass many of us. Yeah, Vinay. I'm calling you Vinay, okay? Says, hey, bro, can you call out my name, Vinay? Yes. Greek, he says, lol. He says, hi, Vinay. Because I feel like that's how it is. It says, Vinay. Yo, Jude likes to edit. It says, yo, what's good, bro? It says, bro, those haters are eating radios for breakfast. Absolutely. It says, I just saw you went on live. Yeah, I did. 30 minutes ago. It says, love you, bro. Appreciate that. It says, hi, Jude. What's good, man? It says, Bobby, what's up? It says, hey, I'm doing my math work, so if I don't say anything, I'm still in here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I do really appreciate that. Let's see here. Well, that's crazy. Let's see here. It says, how are you, G, bro? It says, yeah, I'm too smart, as my teacher says, but I couldn't tell you anything about meme stuff, right? It says, Brendan doesn't deserve that hated. He reads, he replies, he laughs to our comments. He's just a very kind lad, and I appreciate that. Meme games for real. It says, oof, I lost second place chatter. Yikes. Yikes, got to get that back up, bro. It says, Bobby, I'm good, bro. You? It says, I just want to know where you're from, bro. From Texas. Deep in the heart of Texas, bro. It says, Big Game says, yes. It says, good. Thanks, Jude, mate. It says, what's happening the 13th? I have no idea what's happening the 13th. Let's see here. It says, Brain Rot is killing the kids now. No joke. It says, he from Texas. Woo! Yeah. It says, Brandon, have I ever come across a YouTuber called Sambucha? Well, you remind me of him. Really? That's a compliment, dude. It's actually a compliment. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It says, yeah, brain rot is bad. It really is. It says, yeah. It says, I hate brain rot, mate. It says, Jude, I subscribe to your channel, my guy. Yo, Team Brandon 1. It says, just came from Jacobs. He was lying about this guy. Yo, appreciate that, dude. Appreciate that, my guy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It says, we protest against brain rot. Yes, we do. It says, yeah, my little brother don't know who to get over brain rot. No joke. Bobby says, or Bobby, thank you. It says, I met the dude who claims he's 13, the weirdo stalker. Oh, I have no idea what's up with him, bro. I don't pay him no mind. Listen here. It says, I'm back. Hello. What's good, Atlantic? How are we doing? It says, I did see that I finally have 11 subs. That's awesome. Says who? It says, is Dr. Lifestyle good there or worse? It's worse in the sense of we have to pay, but probably better because we have to pay, like that kind of thing. It says, because one more year and I'm going to complete my MBBS. Nice. That's what's up. It says, no problem. I hope you can subscribe to my channel. Absolutely, y'all. Go subscribe to Bobby's channel. Seriously. Yo, Ava says, hello, what's good? It says, you're a chill guy. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. This is what we're doing today. We're doing like we always do, y'all. Just reading us some chat comments, bro, and just having us a good time. Y'all, we're almost to 1K. We're so close, y'all. We're so close. It says, hey, where did the animatronic go? I thought it was on stage 10 minutes ago. What? Oh, I'm not sure about that. David says, hi, this is me. Do you know the rhymes? It says, guys, if you want to subscribe to Brandon, it's free. Yeah, free to do so. And it will help his channel grow and grow like Jack and the Beanstalk. Yeah. Yo, Dennis that does random things says, hi, what's good, bro? It says, I will amend. Nice. It says, Brandon, I'm supposed to be studying. Then why aren't you studying, bro? Unbelievable. It says, I'm never going to miss a live stream. Trust me. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that. Q likes to edit. Thank you so much, bro. This is my channel name is Bobby Curly. There you go. It says I'm supposed to be studying physics, but your live is stopping me. Oh, gosh. It says, I got to go, but I can say hi. Have a nice day. Yes, you can. Thank you so much for dropping in, too. I appreciate it. It says, gosh dang it, it rhymed again. Oh, gosh. It says, I finally got 20 subs. Yo, that's what's up, bro. Congratulations on that. It says, I am forever a fan of you. Much appreciated, dude. My support goes out to you, man. Thank you so much. It says, Jude, can you please subscribe to my channel? It says, thank you. It says, yeah. So do I remember me from the last live stream? Yes, I do. I do. Thank you for being one of my loyals, bro. Thank you for joining back in on another live. I couldn't help but thank y'all. I appreciate it so much. It says, I remember you, Dennis. It says, bro, the lights went out and I see 2 glowing white semicircles blinking randomly. Yo, what? That's crazy work. That is crazy work for real, for real. It says, Five Nights at Freddy. Right, or something like that, y'all. Or something like that. Oh my gosh. Yo, Gustavo. Or Gustave. What's good, bro? I remember you from my last stream. What's good? It says, Brennan will always remember his friends of his lives. Yes, I will. It says, oh no, the music is playing. He's walking towards me. He's giving me pizza and he's happy. Nice. It says, I couldn't find your channel. Yikes. Let's see here. It says, bro, honestly, it's not about how many people you have. It's about how many people you have that actually care about you. That's the truth. It says, bro, I'm unsubbing from Jacob. I thought you were weird, but I was wrong too. I'm glad that y'all come to this realization, y'all. I really am. It means a lot to me. Thank you for that. Thank you. I really appreciate that, y'all. That means a lot to me. I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscription too. If you drop a like down on the drop a like down in the subscription. Yeah, no. There we go. Drop a like on the video and then simply go on and go from there. And it says, hi, I'm new. How can I support? The official, you can support by liking this live stream, by subscribing to my channel, and by sharing me to somebody else. That's how you can support. And I appreciate the support, man. It says, we don't ask people their personal information. That's so true.
Says, I never thought you were weird because I never heard of Jacob before 2 streams ago, though. For real. Says, yeah, the official by liking and subscribing, absolutely. Says, hi. It says, hi, bro. Hi, Jew bro. It says, Brandon, no joke. You've literally made my day. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that I can make y'all's day and that you can make mine. Like, seriously, y'all. Like, I could be having the worst of the worst days, and then I come on the stream, and then, bro, for real, boom. Like, y'all literally make my day so much. Like, it's phenomenal. Like, thank you. And shout outs to the official. Thank you. It says, okay, thank you for that like. Thank you for the subscription, bro. We appreciate that. Shout outs to you, man. It says, I know, I'm joking. I do it all the time when he's streaming. Yes, you really do. He really does. It says, oh, okay. Let's see here. It says, oh, hey, what's happening? I hear loud metal footsteps. I don't know if I'm going on the game or if I'm watching the stream here. It says, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Yes, David says, Brandon. It says, first I hated on you, but now I see that you're a good guy. Bro, Gustavo, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much, man. Big Wall says, hey, man, I'm back. Dude, it's been a long time since I've seen you in my life. But, bro, I appreciate you joining in for real. Let's see here. It says, hi, sorry I was late. You're good, bro. Let's see here. It says, what were we? We don't joke about that because some people will give you their personal information. No joke. It says, what would bears be without bees' ears? Nice. It says, God is king. Absolutely. Ricky says, Lola. It says, W. Brennan, 100%. Appreciate that, Jason. David says, W. Says, dude, I have a hot take. What you got? Says, hey, I hear that I completed a night in like 10 minutes. Wow. Says live. Let's see. It says, Bobby is a joke. Chill, dude. No harm meant. It says 4:20 p.m. in the United States, 10:20 p.m. in the UK. Yeah. It says the Harry Potter film was a bit unrealistic. It says, I mean a ginger kid with 2 friends. Oh, that's funny, bro. That's hilarious. Oh, that's awesome. This is 4:20. Got the blowing smoke. Yeah, this is, bro. Last time I checked, this was a live, not a class. This says, so don't be sorry for being late. Exactly. There's no such thing as being late in my lives, bro. There's no such thing. As long as you join, that's all I care about. Wada. Nice. It says, that's so bad but good at the same time. For real. It says, but Bobby was just kidding. Bro, this guy. It says, hi. It says, I killed Jacob. Oh, gosh. Bro, it says, I killed Jacob. This dude. Y'all, for real, you know what we're about to do right here? We're about to do this. Let's see. You ready? While we got these people in chat, will you... There we go. We'll just make it a quick poll. Make it a quick poll real quick. It says, yeah, time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like a banana. That's so true. It says, maybe don't joke about killing people. Yeah, no. That's true, though. That's true. Because that could definitely get you hit somewhere. It says, do I think the NFL is scripted? Yes, that's exactly why I think the Seahawks aren't going to win this year for the Super Bowl. Like, I'm not even joking. That says, I'm not even going to tell you that that is personal. No joke. It says, I already saw this. It says, I'm a banana. Love that. It says, what's your favorite sport? Basketball. Love basketball. And it says, have I watched One Piece? No, what's One Piece? I have no idea what that is. Yo, Big Watch says, W. Appreciate that. It says, I'm from Maine, so root for the Patriots. There you go. There you go, bro. That's what I'm saying. I really think that they're going to win, if I'm being so honest with you. Only because Seattle made it into the Super Bowl the last time that this happened, the great rivalry matchup, and they threw a pick at the 1-yard line. So I can see them doing it again. Bunch of dumb bums. And then let's see here. Yo, Christia says hi. Says, yo, remember me? I was that burger guy. Yeah, I remember you, bro. And it says, it changed the box. Now I'm a random dude. Nice. It says, you know what else massively is okay, bud. Bro, I feel like that. I that's crazy. It says, bro, Brandon, when I say you made my day, I mean it because 5 years ago, my grandpa died of severe stage 4 cancer. Today was the day he died. So if it wasn't for your stream, I'd be like crying, thanks. Bro. Mad support to you, bro, for doing so. Do I'm you? Does it look like I'm you? Kind of looks like it. It says I know. It says remember me. But nah, bro, for real. Shout outs to you, bro. Shout outs to you, Widdish. Thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate that. It says I know. It says remember me. How could I forget you? You're always in my streams. It says, let's see here. Let's get to 30 likes. No joke, for real. It says sorry, bro. Don't ban. It says I saw your short about considering shaving your head for 1K subs. Uh-oh, he saw that. Possibly, bro. It says, bro, why? Please watch One Piece. It says, Red Grandpa. It says, bro is 35, 36, and he's mutant. No, I'm 19, bro. Let's get that straight. I'm 19 years old, bro. It says, W. Brandon. It says, Jacob coming in with his 2 accounts saying no. Right. Bro, whatever. It says, rip to your grandpa, for real. It says, thanks, big bro, Brandon. Absolutely, bro. Julie says hi, and then says hi. But what he doesn't know is he's literally giving me... Okay, bro. Here you go, David. Here you go. You ready? You ready for this, bro? I think you're ready for this. I think you're ready for this, bro. You ready? There. I don't want to deal with you anymore. It says, did you get a haircut today? Yes, I did. Yes, I did, y'all. Finally. It says, which will happen first? Ginger's getting friends or GTA 6? Ginger's getting friends. No joke. It says, nothing really matters on YouTube. It's who you are offline that matters. And you, Brandon, are an outstanding person. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, bro. He looks more like 23ish, though. I really do look like I'm 23, though, for real. I really do look like I'm 23, for real. But I'm only 19. Only 19, y'all. I promise. I'm only 19. Born February 11, 2006. Exactly. He looks like his age. Leave Brendan alone. Let him do his live without any hate. It says, do I ever get called Brendan? Yes. People call me that all the time. Yes. It says, nah, bro, you look 16. It says, can I ask you a question? Yeah, sure, bro. What's your question? What you got? What is your question, my guy? After this question, though, I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to have to call it done. Because, y'all, I'm being so for real. I got church tonight, and also I got to go over to my grandparents still. It says, of course you can. You can always ask a question. Bro just said no. Bro's like, no. But, yeah. It says, please don't leave us. It says, what's your favorite day of the week? Sunday, because I feel like I have such free time on Sunday. No joke. Sunday and Monday are actually pretty cool when I have those days off. What's 550 divided by 2? 225. Let's see here. It says we need you. Well, guess what? You can have me tomorrow. All right, bro? You can have me tomorrow. No, James, you cannot ask me a question anymore. With that being said, y'all, I will see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, Monday. Monday. Yup. I said it. Monday. But yes, y'all. With that being said, I hope y'all have yourself a good one. Y'all.